guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a first impression on the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation. Now, I colour match myself to this foundation, so I hope it matches me. In case you were wondering, I did my eyes. I'm doing a eye tutorial and I didn't want the glitter to go on the new foundation, so yeah, this is the foundation. I will let you know what it says on the packaging. So it says that it is a full coverage long wear foundation, weightless feel. I'm in the shade 10 Porcelain and I hope this is the right one. And on the back, like most L'Oreal foundations, it has coverage and it's a high coverage foundation. The finish is a matte finish. It has Cameo Stretch technology, ultra spreadable and even coverage. Pro tip: covers imperfections, redness, marks and dark spots. And that is it. It does not say if it has SPF in it, so I will do a flashback test and we will see if it flashes back. Okay, so let's get straight into this. So I'm going to be applying primer on one side of my face. I think I'll do this side, because I think I usually do this side. And the primer I'm using is the Makeup Forever HD primer. So the primer's on. I have quite a bit of redness on my face today, so we'll see if this covers it. So like a lot of the newer L'Oreal foundations, like the last one I did a first impression on, which I'll link down below. This one is in a squeezy tube, so you can't, it doesn't have a pump, it just has a squeezy thing. But because this one's a lot fatter and a lot shorter, I'm not going to be applying this straight onto the face. I'm going to be applying it on my finger and then around the face. And I have my beauty blender here, which I've previously wet because I needed to use it for the concealer on my eyes. So I'm just going to bounce this all over the face. It is rather a high coverage foundation. It is blending out quite nicely with the sponge. I just need a little bit more for this side and my nose. Okay, so that is one coverage. I can still see some of my skin actually coming through. So I am going to apply it a little bit more where I have redness and discoloration. Ensure you go all the way down the neck too. Okay, so that is the one coat with the touch-ups over the redness. And I have to say, for me, it's not a full coverage foundation. Like, I can still see my skin coming through. Now, it could just be because I'm using a beauty blender and not an actual, like a brush, but I like to use my beauty blender to apply my foundation because it doesn't give me any streaks or brush marks. I don't know what it is. I just don't know if I like it. I do have to say, if you are dry, this is probably not the best foundation for you, just because I have dry patches on my nose and yeah, around my nose, and it sort of has clinged to them, not much. So if you are dry, just like a little bit dry, you probably can get away with it. But these, it is just really clung to my nose and I don't think I like it. I still really don't know what I think of this foundation, so I am going to move on and I'll do the rest of my face. I'm going to do that all off camera. So, and then once I've finished the rest of my face and my eyes and like the whole makeup, then I will come back and check in with you guys. I will let you guys know that the time is 10:25 exactly, so it's really good. So it won't be too much longer until I come back, and then I will tell you guys how the rest of the makeup went on over the top of it. So yeah, I will be back in a tick. Okay, so I finished my makeup. I love it. But anyway, this is on my foundation. So I can still see my skin coming through the foundation. So it might be the beauty blender, or it could be the foundation that it just isn't like full coverage. But yeah, it feels really nice. It is transferring, so don't lean up against anything. It is creasing here, but that seems to always crease. If you go normal, it's like a little bit of a crease, not much. But yeah, the rest of the makeup went on quite smoothly over the top of the foundation, and it is cracking a bit though. I like the finish of this foundation. It is very matte, and that's what it should be. If you didn't like your matte foundations, you can always set this foundation with a luminous powder or something like that, or even have like a luminous glow put with it, but I like a matte finish. Okay, so I've just done a flashback test, and it looks like there is no flashback in this, so I will link the photos now. The flash one looks exactly like the no flash one. There's like no difference between the two, so I assume it's a alright foundation to actually wear if you're going out or anything like that. So yeah, if you don't use any like flashbackable powders, then this foundation should be an amazing foundation to wear when you go out clubbing, or you have like a special occasion where you don't want to spend too much money on your foundation. This foundation is like 25 or 26 Australian dollars, and you can get it on sale. Like, I got mine on the 40% off sale for cosmetics at Priceline. So yeah, and I know you guys in America have a different sort of version than this, but I have a feeling it's the same foundation, so just called something different, and it has a different packaging, but I love this packaging. So yeah, this is a great foundation. It's quite cheap for a non-flashbackable foundation, and it's quite high coverage, so it is really good for if you wanted to use flash photography. It is now 11 o'clock, so it didn't take me that much longer to apply the rest of the face. So I'm going to be having this foundation on all day. I will check back around 3 or 4 depending on my lighting situation and my day. And so that will be a count from like 10:30, so 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30. So that'll be about 5 hours from now, or from when I first applied the foundation. And then I will catch you guys back at maybe 8:30, maybe 7:30 for 9 to 10 hour wear. Because that's like your normal time that you would wear a foundation. I know my last foundation first impression was the Too Faced Born This Way, and I didn't catch you guys back at the 3 or 4 o'clock, but I will be doing that today because I'm home alone at that time, so I don't have any plans. And I did have that foundation on for 12 hours just because my cousins wouldn't leave. But yeah, I think I'm home alone until 8:30. So I will either catch you guys back at 7:30 or 8:30. And yeah, I will see you guys at between 3 and 4. Hey guys, I'm back. It is now 4 o'clock. I've tied my hair back because I just got really sick of it being in my way. So I need a mirror. That's what I need. Okay, so I have had this foundation on for a good 5 hours, maybe 5.5 hours, being 4 o'clock. Hang on. Yeah, 5.5 hours. So this is half the time that I would like to have my makeup on for. So at 4, it's a little over half. I'm going to check back in at 8. So yeah, this foundation is a perfect match for my skin. It has not oxidized, which is perfect. It actually looks like the exact same as when I applied it. So it has lasted really well. There's no extra oil or anything here. There's probably just a little bit of creasing around here, like around this area here, and that's about it. There's no creasing anywhere else, and it does transfer, like just a little bit. Even like I just wore sunglasses before and only a little bit of it transferred onto the sunglasses, so it's quite a good foundation to wear so it doesn't actually transfer. If I was wearing my sunglasses for a bit longer, maybe it would have transferred a little bit more, but at the moment this foundation is perfect. I love it. It hasn't changed at all. It's very nice and matte, so I love that in a foundation most of the time. So yeah, at this moment this foundation has lasted a good 5.5 hours, so we'll see if it lasts another 4, maybe 4.5 hours, so we go over to 9. I will see you guys at 8:30. So yeah. Okay, hey guys, I'm back. So it is now 7:45. So I've had this foundation on for 7 hours. No, 8. Hang on. 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30. Okay, so I've had this foundation on for 9 hours, and so that's quite a good period of time to have foundation on. And I'm about to hop in the shower, so I thought I would come and check back in with you guys for my last check back of the day. So 9 hours wear is really good wear for a foundation. It's a normal, for me it's a normal everyday wear of a foundation. So let's have a look at this foundation. Eyes look so good still. Anyway, it's very cakey up around here, so I don't know about that one, but it has come, like the foundation has come off around my nose area, like here and a little bit on my bridge of my nose. I haven't even touched the bridge of my nose and I don't even know why. It hasn't come off a lot, so it's not too bad. Now my T-zone and the apples of my cheeks are oily, but they're not very oily. But if I was wearing this for any longer time, I would need to blot and reapply foundation, just because it's such like, it looks like a greasy mess, unlike my last first impression, which was the Born This Way foundation, which didn't look as like a greasy mess as this does. Still have the creasing on my laugh lines that I had at 3:30, I think it was. So they haven't changed and they haven't even got bigger, so that's good. It's just sort of this area that doesn't really look that good. So that's the concealer and the foundation together. They didn't really match. And I used the MAC Pro Longwear concealer. So maybe I try using a different concealer next time, and maybe that will work. It still really annoys me that it's a full coverage foundation, but it couldn't cover any of this here. Both sides of my face look exactly the same, with oiliness and everything. This is the prime side, so it probably, the foundation will probably adhered a lot better to the foundation, to the primer side than the non-primer side, because both sides have the same amount of like colouring and everything on them, and the non-primer side you can see through it, whereas the primer side you can't see. So you've got, it's sort of like you sort of would need to prime. Now, saying that, I always prime my face before I apply foundation. It's like, for me it's like a no-no, and if I haven't applied primer, then I'll have to take it off and then reapply, and with primer underneath. The non-primer side actually looks like there's a bit more of a luminosity glow to the whole side, like an oily sort of glow, whereas this, it doesn't have like the oiliness down here, I don't think. My eyes are getting really sore. I'm really glad I'm taking this off. But overall, I think this is a good foundation. It lasts for 5 hours, full coverage, always there, perfect. And it doesn't transfer a lot. Like, you can't really see any transferring from it, so in that way it's kind of good. It did transfer a little bit on my nose up here, but other than that, this foundation is really good. For me, it's quality of the Too Faced Born This Way, which I will link down below. I did a first impression on it, but yeah, it's just, in parts I needed it to be fuller coverage for it to be a total coverage foundation, like here. It's a great foundation. It hasn't got any flashback, and for the price, $25, I like it. It's dealable. So that is it for this first impression on the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation. Wow. I hope you guys enjoyed this first impression, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel because it means so much to me when you guys do. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks, guys.